didn't know you were this nice." His voice broke when he said it. Kong Jong, Seoul's toughest mafia boss, the guy who'd killed 47 people without even flinching, was shaking like a scared kid over the woman he'd married 6 hours ago. "What are you doing to me?" he whispered, and a tear, a real tear, slid down his face. Bam stared up at him, heart racing, because this wasn't meant to happen. This marriage was pretend, a deal for business, 1 year and over. But the way he looked at her now, the way his hands shook when they touched her face, the raw, needy feeling in his eyes, this wasn't pretend anymore. 3 days ago, she was stuck in debt, about to be sold by loan sharks in a strange country. Then his grandma made a deal. "Marry my grandson, I'll rescue you." She'd said yes because she had no other way. He'd said yes because he had to keep his family money. Neither of them saw this coming. If you want to see how a heartless killer got totally messed up by the one woman he swore didn't matter, hit that subscribe button right now. Welcome to Quoll Fam. This story will mess you up, because what happened on their wedding night didn't just change stuff between them. It broke the most dangerous guy in Seoul into a million bits. 5 days earlier, Bam Bam Paul stood in the tight office of her aunt's restaurant in Idwan, looking at papers she couldn't get, the Korean letters mixed up, useless signs that somehow meant she was deep in debt. The bright lights above buzzed in a bothersome way, making everything look sick yellow, that made her feel like throwing up. Or maybe that was just the fear. "Miss Paul." The debt collector's voice was nice, his smile friendly, but his eyes were empty. Shark eyes. He stood too near, got in her space on purpose. "Your aunt's debts passed to you, as her only family left. 47 million won. That's about $35,000. Bam Bam's hands shook as she put the papers down. The restaurant smelled like old cooking oil and her aunt's jasmine smell. A scent that used to mean safe and now just meant gone. Aunt _ had been dead for 3 days. Heart attack. Quick. Over. Just like her dad 2 years ago. "I don't have that kind of cash," Bam Bam said, hating how tiny her voice sounded. She was 24 years old, stuck in a strange country, totally alone. Her student visa ended in 30 days. Her fashion design school was half done. She had exactly 200,000 won in her bank and no place to go. "Then we have an issue." The collector's smile got bigger, showing too many teeth. "But maybe we can fix something. A young woman like you, there are always choices." The way he looked at her made her skin feel gross. Bam Bam stepped back, bumped the desk behind her. "Get out, Miss Paul," I said. "Get out." Her voice broke but stayed strong. "I'll find a way. Just give me time." He left at last, but his last words stayed in the air like bad stuff. "You have 1 week. After that, my bosses get smart about getting debts." Bam Bam waited until his steps were gone before she let herself slide to the floor. Back on the desk, head in her hands, she didn't cry. Crying was something fancy she couldn't do. Instead, she sat there in the buzzing bright light and tried to think how her life had gone so wrong. Lagos felt like a different life. Her dad's fabric shop, the mess of Balagan Market, her mum's laugh before the cancer got her. Then, nursing school in Korea, paid by her dad's savings and her aunt's kindness. Then her dad's quick death, stuck in medical debt she was still paying. Then her aunt, the only family left, gone in a beat. Now this debt collector's with shark eyes and hints that made her want to clean her skin hard. Her phone buzzed. Unknown number. She almost didn't pick up, but something made her press accept. "Miss Paul," the voice was old. Woman, sharp like cut glass. "My name is Madam Choi. I think we need to chat about your spot." Bam Bam's whole body got stiff. "How do you know my name?" "I know lots of stuff. I know about your aunt's debts. I know about your visa. I know that you're alone in a country that's about to chew you and spit you out." A pause full of meaning. "I'm giving you a way out. I don't need help from strangers." "Good. Because I'm not giving help. I'm giving a deal." Madam Choi's voice had the power of someone used to people listening. "Marry my grandson 1 year. I'll fix your debts, make your visa longer, and keep you safe. In trade, you act like his wife." Bam Bam laughed, but it sounded a bit crazy. This is nuts. I don't even know your grandson. Why would you? Because I'm dying and I want to see him human before I go. Because you need safety, and he needs a push to remember what it means to care about something besides power and payback. Because your aunt saved my life once 15 years ago, and I pay what I owe. The line went quiet. Bam Bam sat there, phone tight in her shaking hand, trying to get what just happened. It had to be a trick. She chose to forget it. She'd find another way. Sell the restaurant, work 3 jobs, something. Anything but marry a stranger for money. Like some kind of the window broke in. Glass fell down in shiny bits, and Bam Bam screamed, throwing her arms over her head. Heavy steps, lots of men. Rough hands grabbed her, pulled her up, slammed her on the wall hard enough to knock the air from her lungs. The Nigerian girl. The man's breath smelled of soju and cigarettes. He held a knife easy like it was part of his hand. Boss says you're worth more whole, but he didn't say not hurt. Where's the money we owed? I don't have it. Bam Bam's voice came out high, scared. I told the collector. The collector works for us, sweetie, and we're done waiting. He brought the knife up, pressed the flat side on her cheek. Cold metal. Her heart beat so hard she thought it might pop. So, here's what's gonna happen. The door broke open. Bam Bam didn't see what happened next. Clearly, everything was moving, fighting, fast and hard. The man holding her flew off, hit the wall with a gross crack. The knife fell to the floor. Another man ran forward and got an elbow to the throat that dropped him right away, choking, gasping. The third man pulled a gun. The new guy moved like water, like shadow, got close before the gun could go up, twisted the man's arm with a sharp crack that made Bam Bam's tummy flip. The gun shot, loud in the small room, bullet going into the ceiling. Then it was done. 3 men on the ground, moaning or out cold, and a tall guy stood in the middle of the mess, not even breathing fast. Harsh streetlight from outside made him look like a shape, turned him into something from another world. Then he stepped into the bright glow, and Bam Bam's breath stopped. He was pretty like a knife is pretty. He wore a fancy black suit without a wrinkle, even after beating 3 armed guys. His hair was fixed back perfect. His hands loose at his sides didn't shake at all. Those hands had just broken a man's arm like nothing. "You're coming with me," he said, and his voice was cold, no feeling, like talking about weather. "Who the heck are you?" Bam Bam pressed on the wall, heart still fast. "Kong Jong." He said it like she should know the name, like it meant something. "My grandma called you. Seems you hung up on her. That was dumb. I'm not going anywhere with you. You just those men. Those men were gonna rape you, kill you, or sell you. Maybe all 3. He said it so plain that it took a sec for the words to hit. "My grandma's deal stands. Marry me or stay here and wait for more to come. Your pick." It wasn't a pick. Bam Bam looked at the broken window, the moaning men on the floor, the knife shining in the bright light. She looked at the stranger with his cold eyes and fancy suit, and hands that had just saved her life or took her for himself. She wasn't sure which. "Okay," she whispered. "Okay." He held out his hand. She took it. His hold was strong, warm, and totally not personal, like shaking with a statue. "Welcome to the family," Jong said, and there wasn't any warmth in it. The penthouse was everything the restaurant wasn't. Clean lines, big windows from floor to ceiling, looking over Seoul's shiny skyline. Furniture that probably cost more than Bam Bam's whole school. Everything was black, white, or grey, clean, pretty, and totally without soul. Jong stood by the window, hands in pockets, looking at his city. Bam Bam stood in the middle of the huge living room, holding her one suitcase, feeling totally wrong there. The excitement wore off. Now she just felt tired and a bit sick. "The bedroom on the left is yours," Jong said without turning. "Don't go in my office. Don't open the door without asking me first. Don't leave the building without guards. Am I a wife or locked up?" He turned then, and his look was sharp enough to cut. "You're a fix to a problem. My grandma is dying. Cancer for months, if lucky. Before she dies, she wants me married. You need safety and money. It's a simple deal. Nothing about this is simple. Then, let me make it simple. He walked across the room to her, and Bam Bam fought to not step back. He stopped a safe space away. Cold. This is business. You stay alive. You act like my wife when needed. In 1 year, when my grandma is gone, we split quiet. You get money to set you up for life. I keep my family stuff. Everyone wins. And what do you get from this? Bam Bam asked. Besides keeping your money. Something quick in his eyes, too fast to see. Peace, my grandma off my back. The freedom to run my work without her messing. Your work? Bam Bam looked at him close at the fancy suit. The scar. The way he moved like fighting, was always ready. What exactly do you do, Jung? Nothing you need to stress about. I think I do need to stress about it, since I agreed to marry you. He smiled, but it didn't hit his eyes. I bring in and send out stuff. I own some businesses. I have stuff all over Seoul. You're a gangster. I like entrepreneur better. You broke a man's arm without flinching. I saved your life. Without waiting. He tilted his head a bit. Would you rather I left you there? Bam Bam wanted to say yes. Wanted to be brave and dumb and good. But she wasn't those. She was tired and scared and alone. And this cold, risky guy was giving her a way to live. No, she said quiet. I wouldn't like that. Good. Then we get each other. He turned back to the window. The wedding is in 3 days. Office place. No people. My lawyer brings the before marriage paper tomorrow. Read it close. Sign it. And Bam Bam. Yes, don't try to go. The men who came for you tonight aren't the only ones after your aunt's debts. Until you're my wife, you're open. After you're safe. But only if you stay here. He left the room without more words, and Bam Bam was alone in this pretty, clean cage. She found her bedroom, a room bigger than her whole old place. Everything was perfect. She sat on the bed edge, still holding her suitcase, and finally let herself feel the full heavy of what she'd said yes to. Marriage to a stranger. A guy who'd saved her life and made clear he wanted nothing from her but acting. 1 year of faking, 1 year of being alone with people. Her phone buzzed. A text from unknown. Thanks for saying yes. I know this isn't what you wanted. Neither is it what he wanted. But maybe you can save each other anyway. Madam Choi. Bam Bam stared at the text until her eyes blurred. Save each other. What a joke. You couldn't save someone who didn't want saving. And June, with his cold eyes and colder words, clearly wanted nothing from her but following. She put her phone away, lay back on the too soft bed, and stared at the top until tiredness got her. The wedding happened like a work meeting. Office place, harsh bright lights, a board worker who'd done this lots. Bam Bam wore a white dress from a store. Jong wore another perfect suit. They signed papers. They swapped rings that meant zip. The worker said they were married with the fun of reading a food list. You may kiss the bride. Jong leaned in, pressed lips to Bam Bam's for exactly 2 secs, pulled back. His lips were cold. The kiss was cold. Everything about this was cold. Outside, Bam Bam saw a woman watching from across the street. Pretty, fancy, in a designer coat, and hate in her eyes. She stared at Jong like she wanted to kill him or kiss him. Maybe both. Who's that? Bam Bam asked as they went to the car. Jong didn't even look. No one big, but the way his jaw got tight said different. Back at the penthouse, they lived in separate spots. Jong went into his office for hours, came out only for phone talks in fast Korean that Bam Bam couldn't get. She checked the place, found nothing personal anywhere. No pics, no books, no sign a real person lived here. It was like married to a ghost. 3 days went by. They spoke maybe 20 words total. Bam Bam cooked Nigerian food in the clean kitchen, and the known smells of jollof rice and plantains made her feel a bit less lost. Jong never said stuff, but she saw the food gone. On the 4th night, Bam Bam woke at 2 a.m. to someone screaming. She sat up fast, heart pounding. Took a sec to know the screaming came from Jong's room. Deep rough sounds of fear. She should have stayed in bed, should have left him to his bad dreams. But something pulled her out of bed across the living room to his door. She knocked. Jong. The screaming stopped quick. Quiet. then rough-wrecked. "Go away, are you okay?" I said, "Go away." Bam Bam bit her lip, hand on the knob. Every feeling said listen to keep the careful space they'd made. But she heard something in his voice. Something broke under the order, and she couldn't. She opened the door. Jong sat on his bed edge, no shirt, head in hands, breathing like a run. Sweat stuck his hair to forehead. Even in the low light from window, she saw him shaking. "I told you to. I know what you told me." Bam Bam stepped in, closed the door. "I'm choosing not to hear." He laughed, but it hurt. "That's a risky way with me. Everything about you is risky. I'm getting used to it." She moved closer, careful, like near a hurt animal. "Bad dreams. None of your stuff. We're married. That kinda makes it my stuff. We're not married. We're faking." Then fake let me help. She sat on the bed, a careful space away, close to talk, far not to push. "What were you dreaming?" For a long time, she thought he wouldn't say. "Then my parents." Bam Bam waited, outside, soul shiny, and hummed, not knowing the hurt in this room. "I was 12, Jong went on, voice flat, no feeling. The sound of someone told this so many times, it lost meaning. My dad owned a shipping biz, real work or mostly real. A rival group wanted his spots. They came to our house. My mum hid me in a closet. I watched through the crack as they shot them both, kill style. My dad begged. My mom didn't." Bam Bam's chest got tight, throat closed. "Jong, my grandma found me 3 hours later, still in the closet, covered in their blood that came under the door. She pulled me out, cleaned me, said, 'You're a Kang. Kongs don't cry. Kongs don't break. Kongs get even.'" He looked at her at last, and his eyes were empty. "So I did. I trained. I learned. I took over the group, and when I was 19, I found every man in that house. It took 2 years, but I found them all." "What did you do? What do you think I did?" Bam Bam should have been shocked, should have run. Instead, she just felt super sad for this guy turned into a tool by Sad and a grandma who loved him, but didn't know how to save him. "You were a kid," she said quiet. "You lost everything. That's not your fault, isn't it? I lived. They didn't. Living isn't a bad thing, isn't it?" He laughed again, mean. "I've killed 47 men. Bam Bam, some deserved it. Some were just there. I've wrecked lives, broke families, done stuff that would make you sick. And the worst, I don't feel bad. I don't feel guilty. I don't feel anything anymore." She should have been scared. Every smart part of her brain yelled to leave this room, this place, this guy. "You're lying," she said. He stared at her. "Excuse me, you're lying. If you didn't feel anything, you wouldn't have bad dreams. You wouldn't be shaking now. You wouldn't have saved me from those men." She leaned forward a bit. "You feel too much, Jong. So, you froze it all, hid it deep, pretended it wasn't there. But it is, and it's eating you up." For the first time since she met him, Jeong looked totally lost. "You don't know what you're saying, don't I?" Bam Bam thought about her dad, about her aunt, about all the sad she carried that could drown her if she let it. "I lost my mum when I was 16. Cancer. I watched her get thin for 2 years, watched her become a stranger in her body. Then my dad died quick 2 years ago, and I was alone. Then my aunt, the only family left. So don't say I don't get lost, because I do. I get it, perfect. Then you get why I can't." He stopped, jaw moving. "Can't what?" "Can't let anyone close. Can't afford to care. Because everyone I've ever loved got taken from me." Bam Bam's heart broke open. "So you chose to stop loving anyone. It's safer. It's lonely. Lonely is better than dead." She reached out slow, giving time to pull away, and took his hand. He stared at their hands like he'd forgot what touch felt like. "I'm lonely, too," Bam Bam said. "I'm alone in a country not mine, married to a stranger, sad for people no one here knew. I'm so lonely it hurts to breathe sometimes. But I'm still here. I'm still trying. And maybe," she squeezed his hand soft, "maybe we don't have to be lonely alone." Jong's fingers tightened on hers just a bit, just enough to show he heard. They sat like that for a long time, hands together, to hurt people trying to learn how to be in the same spot without wrecking each other. "Stay," he said at last, so quiet she almost missed it. "Just for tonight. I don't want to be alone now." Bam Bam nodded. They lay down on opposite sides of the bed, still holding hands in the space between, and somehow, impossible, both slept. Something changed after that night. They still didn't talk much, still lived mostly separate, but there was a thin line connecting them now, weak, careful. But there, Jong started eating breakfast with her. They didn't talk, just sat in morning light, drinking coffee. He asked about her school, her fashion ideas. She asked about his work, careful not to touch parts he wouldn't say. Madame Choi came on the 7th day. She was just what Bam Bam thought, tiny, old, sharp as broken glass. She walked with a cane, but didn't need it. Clearly, it was a weapon, like a walking help. She looked at Bam Bam like she could see right through. "You're stronger than I thought. You don't know me enough to think that." "Good answer." Madame Choi smiled, and it was real. Jong needs someone strong, someone who won't break under the heavy of who he is. "I'm not trying to fix him. I didn't ask you to. I'm asking you to see him, really see him, not the monster he acts like." "And what do I get back?" "The same thing, someone who sees you." Madame Choi's face got soft. "You're both so alone. You forgot what it means to be anything else. Maybe you can remember together." She left, and Bam Bam had words that felt too heavy, too true. That night, Bam Bam couldn't sleep. She walked the place restless and found herself at Jong's door again. This time, no bad dreams, just him moving inside. She knocked. "Can't sleep either." The door opened. He stood in sleep pants and nothing else. Hair messy, eyes softer, without suit armor. "Seems not. Want company?" He stepped aside. She went in. They sat on his bed, backs on the headboard, shoulders almost touching. "Tell me about Lagos," Jong said sudden. So she did. She told him about the markets, the mess, the colors, the noise, the heat. She told him about her dad's fabric shop, about learning to sew from her mum, about her dreams of being a designer. She made a picture of a world so different from this cold, controlled penthouse that it might as well be made up. And he listened, really listened. When she'd done, he said, "It sounds loud. It is beautifully loud. I don't think I've ever had something beautifully loud. Everything in your life is controlled, isn't it? Control is living. Control is tiring." She turned to him. "Don't you ever want to just let go?" His jaw got tight. "I can't afford to let go." "Why not?" "Because if I let go, if I stop controlling every spot, every feeling, every move," then he stopped, swallowed hard. "Then everything falls apart." "Maybe it needs to fall apart. Maybe you need to fall apart." "That's easy for you to say." "No, it's not. I fell apart after my dad died. Totally broke. I spent 3 weeks in bed, couldn't eat, couldn't work. And you know what? The world didn't end. I put myself back, different but back. And if I fall apart, people die." The words stayed heavy between them. "You're not in charge of the whole world, Jong, aren't I? Everyone who works for me, everyone who needs me, everyone in my area, they're all counting on me to be strong, unbreakable. Being strong doesn't mean never breaking. It means breaking and getting up." He looked at her, really looked, and something in his face changed. "How are you so smart?" "I'm not smart. I'm just tired of acting like something I'm not." "And what are you?" "I don't know yet. Still figuring." She smiled a bit. "What are you?" "A weapon. That's all I know how to be." "That's not true, isn't it? You made coffee this morning just how I like. You didn't ask, you just saw. Weapons don't see stuff like that." She reached out soft and touched his face. He jumped a bit, but didn't pull. "You're not a weapon, Jong. You're just a guy who forgot what it means to be soft." His hand came up, covered hers on his cheek. "I don't know how to be soft." "Then let me show you." The air between them changed, full, heavy with maybe. Jong's thumb rubbed her knuckles, a move so gentle it stopped her breath. "Bam Bam," he started, voiced rough. "I don't know how to do this. How to be close to someone without wrecking them." "You're not gonna wreck me." You don't know that. Neither do you. He laughed soft, almost broke. You're too brave for your good. Or maybe you're too scared for yours. His eyes flashed, something hot and needy under the cold. You think I'm scared. I think you're terrified. I think you've been alone so long that not being alone anymore is the scariest thing you can think. He moved so fast she didn't see. 1 sec talking. Next he closed the space, hand on her neck back, forehead on hers. I am terrified, he said, voice whisper. Because you're right. Because you see me, and I don't know what to do with that. Because for the first time in 15 years, I want something I can't control. What do you want? You. I want you. Bam Bam's heart hit her ribs. Jong, tell me to stop. Tell me this is wrong. Tell me you're just here 'cause my grandma made you, and you'll go the sec you can. She should have said those, should have kept the careful space. This was meant to be business. 1 year and done. No mess. But she didn't want to. I can't tell you that, she whispered, 'cause it would be a lie. His control broke. He kissed her like drowning, and she was air needy, hungry. All the cold careful he usually had gone. His hands shook as they went to her waist, pulled closer. She kissed back, same needy, fingers in his hair, holding like he might go. This wasn't meant to happen. This wasn't the plan. But plans are for people who think they control everything. And now, neither believed in anything but this time. Jong pulled back sudden, breathing hard. You need to know something. What? I've done this before, lots, but it's never meant anything. It's always been, he looked for words. Deal, let go, nothing more. And with me, with you, it scares me 'cause I think it might mean everything. Bam Bam's hands held his face, made him look. I've never done this, ever. I grew up thinking you wait for marriage. Wait for someone special, and then I ended up in a fake marriage to a stranger. She smiled, sad, true, but you don't feel like a stranger now. You feel like the only person who sees me. You're a virgin. It wasn't a question. Yes, Bam Bam, we should stop. I can't. I won't take that from you in this. You're not taking. I'm giving. There's a diff. She stopped. Open, unless you don't want. He kissed her again, softer now, but strong. I want God. I want, but I need you sure 'cause after this things change. We change. Maybe we need to change. He looked in her eyes, for weight, doubt, anything to stop. He found nothing but sure. Okay, he breathed. Okay. What came was slow, careful, nothing like Bam Bam thought. Jong treated her like precious, breakable, something to treasure, not take. His hands shook as he helped her clothes off, as he touched every bit of her skin with care that made her want to cry. You're beautiful, he said on her collarbone, and she believed. When he got above her, when she felt him there, waiting, asking quiet, okay, she nodded. I trust you. Those 3 words broke him. He went slow, careful, eyes on hers, watching for hurt. Connect, close, the feel of being seen and okay and wanted. Okay, his voice tight, whole body stiff with trying to stay still. Okay, she said. Bam Bam watched him above, watched his control slip, the way his breathing got rough, the way his hands shook on the headboard, and then something changed. His moves less controlled, more needy, his breathing rough, gasping, his hands shook bad. Jong worry through fun. Are you? I can't, he gasped, and his voice broke, wrecked. Bam Bam. His control broke total. He hid his face in her neck, whole body shaking, tears. I didn't know you were this nice, he gasped. Words broke raw. God, Bam Bam, what are you doing to me? She wrapped arms around him, held as he fell apart as 15 years of frozen feeling broke and came out. When done, when they lay mixed, breathing hard, he didn't pull away. Instead, he held tighter, face in her neck. I'm sorry, he whispered. I didn't mean to. That wasn't stop. She ran fingers in his hair, calming. Don't say sorry for feeling. I'm not meant to feel like this. I'm not meant to lose control. Maybe that's just what you're meant to do. He lifted head and his eyes red, open, no armor he always had. You wrecked me, good. Maybe you needed wrecking. He laughed, soft and broke. You're risky, So are you. We'll figure together. He kissed her again, soft and nice, then pulled closer, tucked her head under chin, held like she was the only real in a world that tilted. They slept mixed, and for first time in 15 years, Jeong no bad dreams. Bam Bam woke to sun through windows and empty bed. Sheets next cold. She sat up, pulled blanket around, and found note on pillow where Jeong's head was. Business trip 3 days. JK no why, just cold. Workspace, just like before last night happened. Bam Bam stared at note, something cold in chest. She knew this could happen. New clothes might scare him, send running, but knowing in head and feeling sharp hurt of left our diff. She dressed slow, walked quiet penthouse, made coffee with shaking hands. The place felt diff now. Last night, like maybe, this morning like a grave. Her phone buzzed. Text from unknown. He's scared. Give time. Madam Choi. Bam Bam wanted to throw phone. She didn't want give time. Wanted him here. Wanted him face what happened, not run like scared. But can't force brave. Learned with dad, aunt, every loved and lost. Can't make stay. Can't make choose you. She spent 3 days waiting, cooking food, not eat. Drawing designs, not finish. Jump every sound, hope him back, hate self or hope. On third afternoon, making jollof rice, mum's way, knock on door, checked screen, woman, pretty, fancy designer all, same from office outside. Bam Bam should ignore, should follow Jeong's rule no open door. But 3 days quiet made reckless, opened door, woman smiled, all teeth, no warm, you must be wife, how cute. Her English, perfect. Accent, Korean American. I'm Minsk. Can I come? I don't think. Oh, don't worry. Not here for trouble. Just meet woman dumb enough. Marry Jeong. Minsak walked past no ask. Looked place with clear no. Still, same. He never changes. Does he? Bam Bam's tummy twisted. You've been here before lots. We were together 2 years. Well, together wrong word. Jeong doesn't do clothes. But you know already, don't you? Or did he make you think special? You need leave. Did he say loves you? Say nice in sex. Make think different from others. Minsak laughed cold mean. You're not. You're just easy. Box check for grandma. Moment she dies. Gone. Get out. He called me 2 days before wedding. Minsok pulled phone. Showed Bam Bam call list. Jeong's name 2 days before married. Talk 17 minutes. Said need talk. Met usual hotel. Guess what talked? Bam Bam's hands fists. You're lying. Am I? Ask him. Oh wait. Can't cause. Not here. Is he? Ran when real. That's him. Takes what wants. Then gone. Minsok to door. Stopped. You seem nice. Silly. But nice. So, advice. Don't fall. Break heart won't notice. She left, and Bam Bam alone in place. Doubt bad everything. Did he call Minsak before wedding? Was last night just deal to him despite? Said, was she just another woman he used and threw? Pulled phone, fingers over Jeong number. But what say? What ask? Not sound needy, sad. Put phone down, off stove. Jollof rice burned, not watching. Sharp smoke kitchen. Like all, ruined not watching. That night, Bam Bam no sleep, no eat, nothing but replay Minsak words, doubt, all. By morning, decided, can't stay wait, man might not back, might used like every woman. Started packing, penthouse door opened 11 a.m. Bam Bam pulling suitcase to door when Jeong walked in. Looked as always, perfect suit, perfect hair, perfect mask. Eyes to suitcase, where going, don't know yet. Anywhere not here. Something quick on face. Too fast see. We have deal. Don't care. Deal. Bam Bam did call Minsak before wedding. Question out before stop. Did meet her to Jeong very still. She came here. Answer question. Yes. Called her. Hit like hit. Bam Bam's hands tight on handle. Why? To end. Make clear getting married whatever had over. And did end or did you? Nothing happened. Voice sharp. Mad. Met lobby hotel 'cause she'll stay there. Talked 17 minutes. Told no contact again. That's it. Suppose believe you. Yes, 'cause don't lie. You ran. Words loud than meant. Spent night with me. Said meant something then gone no word. Just note, like nothing. Jong's jaw tight. Had business. You scared admit. Terrified. What between us? Ran like coward. Not coward. Then what? 'Cause now look like guy says nice but no mean. Control cracked. Want know why left? 'Cause woke next. You panicked. 'Cause looked you sleep. My bed arms realized can't lose you. Terrified more than ever. Bam Bam's hold suitcase. Loose Jong. Everyone cared. Died. Left taken. Parents. Few friends before this. Everyone. So stopped care. Stopped. Let close. Then you came ruined 15 years careful space less 2 weeks. Didn't ask ruin. No, that's worse. Step 2 her sore tired eyes. Fear that night lost control. Cried like not since 12. Told sweet meant every. Never felt anyone terrified. Ran. Now stand beg not leave. Don't beg ever. Bam Bam's heart beat. Not beg. Then what want? Say need you. Fine. Need you. Admit 3 days hell every sec not with felt wrong. Admitting. Promised no run. Laughed mean. Can't promise. Still terrified. Trying. Bam Bam. Try and be other than been. Tears in eyes. Can't if keep run. Can't keep fix self every you break disappear. No. Not ask perfect. Ask here now. Even scary. Don't know how. Then learn me. Stood. 3 feet space like ocean. Bam Bam's hands still suitcase. Jong's hands tight sides. All balance. Window behind exploded in. Glass down like deadly snow. Jong moved instinct. Tackle Bam Bam ground. Cover body is more glass. Yell steps. Bam Bam no breathe. Under Jong weight. Ears ring. Explosion. Pulled up. Blood down arm glass cut jacket. Get behind. Voice stiff. Cold. Kill. Weapon told was 3 men through broke window. With bats knives. Behind. Through glass. Bam Bam saw Minsak fire escape. Watch happy. Your ex seems mad. Bam Bam gasped. Not ex-brother's men. Jong pushed Bam Bam behind first man rush. Minsak brother runs Buxton area. War 2 years. Moved like water. Fight flesh. First down hard. Bat away. Second knife. Jong catch wrist. Twist. Break. Audible crack. Man screamed. But 3 he bleeding. Third passed. Straight Bam Bam. Grabbed near. Heavy glass vase. Swing all. Hit temple dropped Jong turn. Saw pride eyes before second back. From behind. Knife cut. Shoulder deep bloodshirt instant. Barely jump. Catch arm. Elbow. Throat. Drop choking floor. Quiet. 3 moan out floor. Glass all. Blood dripped Jong arm shoulder. Through broke window. Minsak gone. Your arm. Bam Bam said. Voice shake. Fine. Bleeding all. Not fine. Guards burst door. Late. Always. Jong orders fast Korean. Called doctor clean. Find Mint. Double around. They went obey. Turned Bam Bam. Face soft. Hurt. No. You covered me. Course did. Could killed. Better me you. Casual said. Like life less hers. Broke Bam Bam. Crossed. Grab good arm. Don't say. Don't ever. Bam Bam. Think life no matter. Think okay if die protect. Tears over. Hot mad. Wouldn't. Destroyed don't act throw away. Stared like foreign talk. Crying. Course crying. Just nearly died. But didn't. Fine. Bleeding multiple call. Fine. Not fine. Trauma. Self-wreck. Stopped. Breathe. Need. Doctor. Doctor coming here. Course laughed. Bit crazy. Cursed a stubborn hospital normal. Not normal. Noticed air changed. Excite fade. Leave raw true just happened. Attacked. Protected no weight. Realized scary sex knife shoulder can't lose. Loved. Should scare. Instead. Settled bones like always true. Wait. Notice. Doctor came. Old man deal. Jong hurts regular. Stitched shoulder. 17 stitches. Bandaged arm. Jiang no jump. Bam Bam sat beside. hold good hand. Doctor left. Alone wrecked room. Jong first. Sorry, what? Bring this life. Fight, risk, all no, sign up. Signed marriage Mafia Boss. Think, fight implied. Almost smiled. Most run scream now. Not most. No, really not. Looked joined hands. Suitcase still door. No, still leaving. Bam Bam thought. About Minsak poison words. About Jong run 3 days. Real risk married this guy. But thought way held after lose control. Open real. Way covered body no weight. Way look now like only real universe. No, quiet, not leaving. Why not? 'Cause someone keep you killed. Seems idiot signed job. This time smile. Small real. Hitman Vase did incredibly dumb brave. Learned best. Raised hand lips. Kissed knuckles. Meant said before attack. Need you. Don't know do this. Be someone needs person. Try. No swear try. No run. But if you do. Drag back. In together now. Together. Tested word. Like new. Don't think ever together anyone. Well now. Get used. Pulled arms. Careful hurt shoulder. Held precious. Bam Bam arms waist. That feels safe. Even place broke windows blood floor. 'Cause safe, not no risk. About someone stand you risk no weight. 2 weeks by windows fixed. Guards double. Minsek brother dealt. Though Jeong no say what dealt mean. Bam Bam no ask. Things them changed again. Jong home dinner. Cooked together. Bam Bam teach Nigerian food. He teach Korean mum made. Talked all nothing. Her designs. His biscuit. Kid times. Fears. Slept same bed every night. Sometimes just sleep. Sometimes more. Always together. Jeong still bad dreams. But now wake gasp shake. Bam Bam their hold. When she wake cry dad aunt. All lost. He hold back. Learning slow. Be other alone. Madam Choi came less now. Cancer faster expected. Each Bam Bam see. Smaller. Weaker. More ghost soon. Different with you. Madam Choi said one visit. Watched Jeong window phone balcony. Softer. Still himself. No. Better himself. Who's supposed to be before sad twisted other. Turned Bam Bam. Thanks didn't do. Saw him. Really saw. That's all. 3 months marriage. Bam Bam fashion line in big soul show. All dreamed. Told Jong picked spun like nothing. Laugh. Real joy. Celebrating. Said Jong. No need. Celebrating. Took most fancy. Eat soul food. Bam Bam. No say drank wine. Cost more school. Held hand table looked like she made moon. Proud you. Said, you know no fashion. No you know worked dreamed. Proud you. Tears eyes. Getting better feelings. Good teacher. Walked home soul shiny streets. Hand. Bam Bam realized happy. Real happy first since dad died. What thinking? Jong asked. Never thought here. In Seoul. Married you. Happy, no regret. Not little. Stopped. Pulled close. Kissed like time world. Like hers, nothing matter. When apart said, love you. Bam Bam heart stopped. What love you? Never said anyone not family. Never meant, but love you. Bam Bam Paul. Terrifying brave. Hit people versus threaten. Love you. Started laugh, cry, same. Worst love say ever. Only one got, love you too. Stubborn, emotionally stuck, run scared. Love, anyway. Emotionally stuck. Accurate. Rude. Love, anyway. Unfortunately, yes. Kissed again, world gone. Madam Choi died Tuesday morning. Quiet Jeong Bam Bam hold hands. Last words. Care each other. Promised would. Funeral huge. Hundreds Bam Bam never met. All respect. Woman built empire. Shaped grandson. Powerful risky. Jong stood all. Strong no tear. But night. Bed. Let break. Bam Bam held. Cried grandma. Parents. Every lost. Never grieved right. No fix. No say okay. Held let feel all. Here. Whispered. Not going. Promise. Promise. We'll read week later. Jong kept money. Biz. All. But one more part. If Jeong want divorce, Bam Bam Paul, lawyer read, loses 50% money, her penthouse settlement 5 billion won. Jeong stared lawyer. What? Grandma wanted sure Miss Paul safe, no matter marriage end. Bam Bam tummy twisted. 5 billion won, penthouse, half money, more cash imagine. Also test, car home. Jeong quiet, Bam Bam watched jaw tight, hands grip wheel. Say something, said last. Once say, don't know, silence killing, pulled over, face her, want divorce. What? No. Why would? 'Cause grandma gave exit lots money ever need. If want out, now time. Bam Bam heart broke. That think, waiting big pay, don't know, think. Think last for months. Think every night held nightmares, every morning coffee, every time said love. Think all tell if believe, hear money. Stared, saw fear under question. Not leaving. Firm. Not 5 billion won. Staying. Love you idiot. If can't see, bigger problems grandma will. Face fell. Sorry. Just no scared. Jeong scared too. Terrified every day wake realize no need more. All temp. Choosing trust anyway. Try trust back. Pulled over console arms. Held tight. Trust you, sorry, trust you, prove, tear before marriage paper, will say, get money if you divorce. What if I divorce? Make equal, make real. Pulled back, stared, want give half all? Want show, marriage, not biz deal. Now, real partners, slow smile face. Give lawyers heart attack, could seem need fun lives. Kissed deep sweet promise. Okay. Equal partners. Real marriage, agreed. 6 months later, Bam Bam fashion line out big praise. Jeong front row every show, wrong fashion crowd, perfect suit, smile, pride. Stepped back, violent biz parts, gave risky work trust people, still powerful, control areas biz soul, not monster, was just guy try better woman loved. Moved penthouse house garden Bam Bam grow veggies, herbs, Nigeria. Jeong complain drive longer. Bam Bam catch, sit garden Saturday mornings. Coffee hand, watch sunrise peace face. Fought sometimes loud argue overprotect. Her risky, whose turn dishes, but always fix, talk, choose each other. First real year, 1 year since Bam Bam stopped try leave. Since Jeong asks stay. Renewed vows, just too efficient, garden new house. Time Jeong said, I do, meant every bit. Time kissed, not cold work, warm love promise. Didn't know this nice. Bam Bam whispered lips, echo words, wedding night. Wasn't, whispered back, not until you, dance a garden sunset. No music, sound hearts beat same. Bam Bam realized home not place. This, him. Them together. If love story, hit like let no comments. 'Cause love not perfect people find each other.